here. Thank you guys for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and so for all the people that are watching online, why don't you introduce yourselves?
I am Tori, and I play guitar and sing in transit.
I'm Joe, and I sing in transit.
I'm Tim, and I play guitar and sing in transit.
And how do you guys all know each other?
I don't know. that's a good question.
We all just met from like the local music scene in our area.
Mash.com.
And and where are you guys from?
15 minutes north of Boston.
Yeah.
Okay.
North
like
Shore, Massachusetts.
Yeah, small towns outside of Boston.
Small town. How is the music scene in a small town?
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It was
Need
a
to get
lot.
out.
It was a lot better when we were younger.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
we were younger, there was like some really cool scenes, like with all of our towns like together. Like there were shows in like all of our individual towns, but something happened in like the past 5 years where everything kind of like just went to hell.
Yeah.
And there's like nothing really good going on right now. But I mean, Boston still has a lot of shows and stuff. But
Yeah.
there's not like local communities of scenes anymore.
Yeah.
It's weird.
So it's got to be kind of exciting then to get out, tour, go to the places where music is big, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And who are you guys on tour with now? Because I know the lineup and I think it's awesome.
We're on tour with Saves the Day, Bayside, and I'm the Avalanche.
Have you guys gone to tour with artists before that you've either listened to or like admired, and then you get to tour with them?
I mean, this is definitely the biggest like milestone in that era. I would say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Saves the Day is like a band that definitely influenced us when we started Transit, so that's a really cool thing. And I mean, Bayside's taken us out a couple other times before, and it's cool to be on tour with them because they're very, very good. It's definitely a cool thing.
Yeah. So I was reading online. I read that you guys were named one of the top 20 bands to watch in 2011, and that your album that you just put out was on one of the top 20 must-hear fall 2011 releases from Alternative Press. What's that like to put out a record and have somebody be like, this is a huge magazine. Alternative Press is like one of my favorite magazines. So to have them say, this is one of the albums that everybody needs to hear. What's that like?
It's really
Strange.
strange.
Yeah. It's
I've been
strange. It's very rewarding, you know.
Yeah.
Especially like we've been reading that magazine for a long time as
Yeah.
well since we were little kids. And
Yeah, I've been reading AP for like maybe like 8 years now.
Yeah.
It's definitely cool because like we worked so hard on the record and like put everything we had into it, so it's nice that like people don't think it sucks.
That's always a good sign, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's really cool.
And so the album is called Listen and Forgive.
Mhm.
And tell us about it. What would you compare it to? Or can you compare it to anything?
what we've always done. It's always a mix of our influences. You know, it's like the time of the year that we recorded in. It's the recording studio itself. It's the music we've been listening to at the moment. Books we've been reading, movies we've been watching. It's just a combination of all those things. So for us to really describe it is pretty hard. We can't really box it into anything.
Yeah, it's tough just because there is a lot that goes into it. I don't know. I'd say just listen to it.
Just listen. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
So what's next on your schedule? Is this tour just starting?
We're like a week and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Almost 2 weeks into
We're
the
close to
song
2 weeks into this
tour.
tour. It's a 6-week tour, so we still have a ways to go. And then we're home, and then we're flying over to the UK and Europe to do a tour over there with our friends in Title Fight and Balance and Composure. And then we're back here. We're gonna break for the holidays and winter so we don't die, and then do another US tour. We're just keeping going.
Just touring forever.
Yeah, just trying to
Living
promote
the
the
dream.
record.
Living on the road.
Right.
Yep.